Good morning, Miss Laird. This is Darnell from Porsche of Ocala. Just wanted to take a moment to show you one of the 2016 Porsche Cayennes that we actually have here. This one is in a beautiful meteor gray metallic, the standard black interior. Cayenne is a wonderful vehicle, definitely at the top of its class. As you can see, Porsche's stuck to their tradition, build a very sporty vehicle, sporty looking, performs quite nicely. I mean, if you look here on the side, air intakes, everything's functional on the front grille. Definitely in the front you have the active vents. It might be kind of hard to see from here, but they open and close to help bring in cool air and have the engine actually perform properly. You look underneath, under the body, the car is actually designed for air to travel underneath. You have openings under here, so this car is going to feel very planted while driving it. Porsche is very big on making everything functional, everything serves a purpose. Even the hood design is for the aerodynamics, for air to pass around the car. This vehicle has the Cayenne designed 2 wheels on them. You go around to the back, see a very sporty spoiler. You have the 2 exhaust pipes coming out the rear. As a standard, you actually have 4-point LED brake lights, just like you have 4-point LED daytime running lights in the front. You have a power tailgate as standard. What's pretty nice about what Porsche's done with the power tailgate is they actually allow you to adjust the height. Some other systems that are very similar to it, you can only use preset heights. This one, you can move it just a little bit, press and hold the button that's up here. It chimes, and now that setting is saved, so every time you open and open the trunk, it opens up to that height. You do have your privacy shade back here, very easy to remove if you need to. You see one of the seats is already down. You have a 40-20-40 split as opposed to a 60-40, which is what you typically get out of most vehicles. Full-size temporary spare, it's collapsible. This is a V6 naturally aspirated engine, produces 300 horsepower. It's a good look at the interior. Let's say the standard black interior. Then bring the seats down. There's actually a lever right here. So pull this, brings the seat down, and if you press down on the seat, it actually locks in place, which is actually a really great feature that they've added to these vehicles. So to release it, you pull the handle again, and then it pops right back up. Now, what a lot of people don't know is in the front you actually have this handle here as well. This is actually going to allow you to slide the seat forward and back, so it only moves a little bit, so that can be for additional comfort for the rear passengers, or that can actually be to have more space for cargo in the rear. Speaking of your rear passengers, you actually have the vents in the back, so you're going to have cool air blowing back here. You have 2-zone climate control, so you can set the temperature for both sides from the front. A little compartment here in the door. This car is equipped with the Bose surround sound system, so you can get premium quality sound. So we go up front. You have memory seats for both sides. On the driver's side, you have 2 settings for the seat and 1 for your key. And on the passenger side, you have 3 settings for the seat. Cayenne has a very elegant, classy yet sporty interior. You look at the instrument cluster over here, you'll see that it's just like what you would find in the 911. You got 5 gauges. All information you would need will be up here. This particular instrument cluster here is actually going to be for your TFT display is what they call it. So if you scroll down, it has everything you would need Okay, starting at the top, the regular vehicle menu. This has a number of things on it. So you can see your oil temperature, your coolant temperature, your oil pressure, and at the very bottom it's showing your battery voltage. You have your audio function, so you can control your radio straight from here, so it'll show your presets or your station list. You have your navigation, so you can input previous addresses. You have your map. You have your phone function, so once your phone's connected, you can actually access your call history as well as your contact list. You have your trip computer here, and you have your tire pressure for all 4 tires. So once the car actually starts moving, it'll read the tire pressure and have it displayed. And then back around to the vehicle menu. From here, you get quite a few things. So these vehicles don't actually use dipsticks anymore. So this is the menu that you would actually check your oil. The car has to be at operating temperature, so it takes a little bit to get the oil measurement, but you do it straight from there. Any messages that come up, any alerts that come up in the car will be here, as well as seeing your service intervals. You can set speed limit warnings, and then you have your settings menu, which it's wonderful that it's right here in front of your face, so you don't have to actually focus on this screen too much. You can if you want to, but almost everything you need is at your fingertips. So here, this is where you program your presets. You have AM, FM, satellite with this particular package. You have your media, so you can have auxiliary and CDs in here. You have your phone option. You have your navigation. Very easy to operate the navigation. Porsche is very big on simplicity, so the less amount of buttons that you have to press to get to different menus, the better. There are a lot of buttons, but each one serves its own purpose. So that's a good thing about it. The 2 knobs, one's going to be for your volume control and to activate your radio, and this one here is going to be to scroll down any lists in case you didn't want to actually use the touchscreen. Like I said, you have dual zone climate control up front. What's nice is the Cayenne, since they come standard all-wheel drive, you do have the hill descent feature. So if you press this button here on the top, that's going to actually allow the car to make it crawl somewhat down the hill. Is a good way to explain it. If you were on a steep decline, the car will pretty much walk itself down. So it'll keep you at a safe speed and do what it has to make sure you get down safely. Okay, you do have heated and ventilated seats with this package. You have your 8-speed automatic Steptronic transmission. Again, because it is an all-wheel drive system on this vehicle, you can switch between an on-road and off-road mode, which is a real nice feature, because we do get a lot of people that love to take these vehicles on dirt roads and use them to their absolute potential. You have your sport mode, your automatic start and stop, and then your Porsche stability management. So the sport mode is going to actually change the gear mapping, so it's going to change how the car shifts. It's going to improve your throttle response. And then this automatic start and stop is a wonderful feature that Porsche's added. They want their vehicles to be a little bit more fuel efficient, a little better for the environment. So when you come to a stop, whether it be a stop sign or stop light, the car will shut the engine off to conserve fuel, and once you release the brake, it'll cut back on, or if you turn the steering wheel, it'll cut back on. And then certain requirements have to be met for this to happen. As you see, the car is running right now, so the car has to be at operating temperature. The battery voltage has to be good. So there's a lot of requirements that have to be met. I mean, you can't be on a steep incline as well. Like I said, everything serves its purpose with a Porsche, so they focused on ergonomics on the interior, make everything perfect, be where it should be. A lot of people ask about these handles here. These are really nice because if you get into a pickup truck or most SUVs, the handles are typically on the A-pillar, which this kind of makes more sense because you stretch across your seat and you can just pull yourself right into the vehicle. Here's a new design for Porsche steering wheels. It's taken from their supercar, which is a 918 Spider. Multi-function steering wheel. You have your volume on the left side, your button to answer the phone, your button to hang up the phone is on the right side, and then you have your diamond-shaped button there, which I'll explain in a second. You have your back button, and then you have your roller that'll allow you to cycle through the TFT, as well as if you push it in, it'll act as an enter button. This diamond button is actually quite unique. Right as a standard, it's typically set where it'll switch between media options, but you can pre-program that to be a number of things. Let's step out and take one more look at the Cayenne in Meteor Gray. This is Laird. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully we'll speak soon. Thank you.